Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Chelsea Dressing Room Debrief, where once again it has been absolutely turgid and shocking. Where we lost 2-1 at home to Legia Warsaw in the Conference League, and none of the players looked like they gave a crap. It looked like to me that they've sort of lost faith in the way the manager sets them out. There was, whether you want to look into it or not, post by Palmer from last season where he said enjoyment on a video of him scoring goals under Maurizio Pochettino, where he did have a bit of freedom and it wasn't a regimented system. And they just looked like, even Reece James coming out in the post-match interview saying that they probably took it a bit lightly because they were 3-0 up and they knew they were through and they weren't good enough to, get knocked out, which, to be fair, if they were playing a Fiorentina or a Real Betis, I think we go out, to be honest, because we were so bad. And that the worrying thing is we played a relatively strong side and they still lost 2-1 at home to Warsaw. And it's just an absolute mess at the moment, to be honest. And I just think, look, it's never nice saying you want managers to go, but I've just lost my tether with his style of football when he came out the other day and said that he refuses to change his style of play, which to me sums up what's wrong with the modern day manager and what's wrong with Maresca. I think that you've got to evolve, you've got to adapt your game to the opponent, because Chelsea are so predictable in the way they play these days with the slow build up, passing sideways, backwards, at the back, the wingers going backwards rather than taking players on. It feels like the creative flair has been sucked out of the attackers since Christmas. You look at the wingers like Sancho and that, they don't have that confidence anymore like they did at the start to go at people. Even Palmer's struggling. I've never seen Palmer play so bad for a long stretch of games, and he just doesn't look like himself. He looks like he's shackled a bit like Grealish was under Guardiola. And I just feel like from top to bottom, it's just an absolute mess at Chelsea Football Club. Like the owners linked to some players where you're like, are they really gonna improve? We've lacked a goal scorer. We've lacked a experienced centre half. We've lacked a goalkeeper when they went out and bought 8 who aren't any good. When Petrovic is the best one, they've loaned him out. I sound like a broken record repeating myself saying all of this because it's so obvious. And these people get paid millions and millions of pounds to make these decisions, and they're not doing it. And in any other industry, they'd be sacked. The owners don't have a clue what they're doing. The sporting directors are out their depth. Then their recruiting or their recruitment has been nothing short of an absolute shambles. And I just don't think the manager's good enough. And yeah, it looks like he's prioritising this Conference League somehow when we're going to probably be back in it next season. Because I don't even know if we're going to beat Betis or Fiorentina if we do get to the final. And it's just a shambles. Like his squad selection, like you're resting players at Brentford when you need to win. When we're going for top, we've got a chance of getting Champions League football next year, and he rests his players for the Warsaw game, and then in the Warsaw game he rests some players, and then we play Ipswich, and oh my God, that was abysmal. And we drew 2-2. And then he rests players on that one, like Reece James, when you're like, he's one of our experienced and our best players, and you're resting him for a dead rubber against Warsaw at home. I just don't understand the geezer. I really don't. And then what makes me laugh about this atmosphere thing is fans are frustrated now, like I said in my previous episode. And yesterday, there's a We Are the Shed who sit in the shed and they're trying to get the atmosphere back. And then they're getting pelters on social media for trying to improve the atmosphere. So it's you can't really win. Which yeah, it's just a bit of a shambles on the pitch at the moment. And yeah, between these Twitter-based fans with the actual fans that go, yeah, it's just a mess. We've got Fulham away on Sunday, and I'm normally it's a fixture I look forward to, but going there, I really don't know what the atmosphere is going to be like in the way end, especially if we lose again.